The best progressive overload method. Do you want to avoid plateauing? Stop doing the same workouts over and over or using the same amount of weight every time you're strength training. Progressive overload training is the best answer to all the problems related to stagnant strength training. It allows you to gradually increase the weight, frequency, and number of repetitions in your strength training routine and challenges your body, leading to a stronger musculoskeletal system. Because the human body will not change unless it's forced to, and that is why you can never grow complacent with your training. As soon as you fall into a comfort zone and the workouts are no longer challenging, you are no longer growing. Welcome to Full Potential. In this video, we have decided to help you master the best progressive overload method by telling you the best progressive training methods. Because by changing up your workouts and adding additional tension to your muscles, you avoid plateauing and don't let your body adapt to the type of exercise you're doing. And believe me, you feel your body getting fitter and stronger with every passing day. So, if you want to train like a pro, knowing the benefits of different exercises or better alternatives, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. With that being said, let us get started. First things first, what is progressive overload training? Progressive overload training is a type of strength training that involves gradually increasing the intensity or difficulty of workouts over time. The idea behind this workout plan is that strategic stressing of the muscles maximizes strength gains, and the best thing is that it minimizes the possibility of injury and burnout. And the ultimate goal of this training technique is to maximize results by regularly challenging the body. Already convinced? But wait, before you get into action, because with progressive training, it is very important to follow a plan. Increasing the weight or intensity too quickly on days because you feel good worsens the progress instead of doing any good. When you increase the time, weight, or intensity by 10% or less each week, your body adapts slowly while minimizing injury risk. Gradual increases challenge the body while preventing plateaus in muscle growth. Nevertheless, it is essential to always listen to your body. For instance, if you have sustained an injury or are feeling tired or weak, there is no harm in taking a break or decreasing the intensity of your workout. There is one more thing to know before finally hitting the gym with this strategy: understanding its benefits. You may have noticed too that doing the same workouts over and over or using the same amount of weight every time you train leads to a point above which your body produces no significant changes. This is called plateauing. At this point, you are able to easily lift a weight that once was very difficult for you, and you likely don't notice any soreness. Though this is seen as a positive sign, signifying that you have actually made some gains in your fitness journey, it also pinpoints that it's time to make some changes to your routine. And here is where progressive overload comes into the picture. It benefits your training by helping you avoid a plateau and simultaneously allowing you to progress in your workouts. Your muscles feel challenged and you get stronger. For instance, in the first month of strength training, you might perform 10 or fewer repetitions at one weight. Then, the next month, you'd perform 12 or 13 reps of the exercise. Or alternatively, you may want to stick to the same reps but increase the weight you're using instead. According to a 2011 study published in the European Journal of Applied Physiology that tested a progressive overload regimen by following 83 people over a period of 12 weeks as they performed a number of arm strengthening exercises, the technique is remarkably effective for increasing bicep strength and muscle growth in both men and women. Now that you have understood what does it mean by progressive overload and its benefits on our body, we can now safely move towards progressive workout plan methods. Before I begin with the techniques, you need to understand that progressive overload training plans vary depending on your goals and fitness level, and so you may want to increase the weight you can lift, the number of reps you can do, or the duration of the exercise session. Number 1. Increasing weight. The first way to practice progressive overload is by increasing weight. The science behind it is that when you gradually place additional stress on the muscle, they break down, rebuild, and become stronger. And that is why increasing that is one very effective way to overload the muscles. Here is a brief plan for you. Week 1, perform a bench press with 100 pounds of weight. Week 4, perform a bench press with 105 pounds of weight. Week 8, perform a bench press with 110 pounds of weight. Number 2. Increasing the length of a workout. Increasing the duration of the workout plan helps a lot with building endurance. This has been shown to improve both cardiovascular fitness and strength. If your prime focus is cardiovascular training, progressively increasing the length of your workout plans helps a lot with achieving your target. For instance, you can try running, cycling, or swimming an additional 50 minutes weekly. For example, 1 week, perform a 30-minute session. Then, from week 4, perform a 45-minute session. And finally, from week 8, perform a 60-minute session. But what if you are strength training? We have got you covered too. You can build muscle endurance by increasing the number of reps while keeping the weight the same. The next method is to, number 3, increase intensity. Increasing the tempo or intensity of your workout session is another way you can incorporate progressive overloading in your exercise sessions. You can level up the intensity by increasing your pace or by taking shorter rests between sets. For individuals doing cardiovascular training, the ideal way to increase intensity is by adding intervals. For instance, alternate between running at higher speed for 30 seconds and jogging for 60 seconds. Here is a simple plan. By week 1, perform 8 intervals, and then by week 4, perform 10 intervals. Finally, by week 8, perform 12 intervals. But if you aren't one of those focused on cardio training, you can use lighter weights but lift them at a quicker pace. But make sure to focus on maintaining correct form when doing this to avoid injury. Here is a simple example of how you can also increase the intensity of a weightlifting sessions. Week 1, perform 10 reps in 60 seconds. Week 4, perform 12 reps in 60 seconds. Week 8, perform 14 reps in 60 seconds. Finally, increased repetition is another beneficial way of increasing muscle endurance and progressively building it up. After the plan, it is time to understand the limitations of this workout regimen. As the name suggests, progressive overload training has to be done gradually, and to be hasty with the process can be pretty dangerous. So, what we can call its limitation are actually the part of the process of the workout that you cannot increase the load or frequency of your training too quickly, as it risks the whole of the workout. In addition to that, you may not notice changes as immediately as you think, but this doesn't mean that things aren't working out. But it's the safest way to progress. Before I conclude the video, I just want to add some safety tips. Hear them out for your safety, because if you don't do it right, there is a high chance of injury with progressive overload plans. First of all, progressive overload training should only be done after you've mastered an exercise properly, and for that, you should at least be following the same routine for at least 2 weeks, ideally a month, before you start to increase the intensity, weight, or duration. Apart from that, working with a certified personal trainer in the gym or online is obviously better than taking this challenge on your own, as trainers can help you create a personalized plan to guide you on how to progressively overload safely. Your chances of getting injured are highly reduced. Most important of all, make sure to give your body time off to rest between workouts. Either call it a day off or scale back the intensity if you feel very sore or injured. This brings us to the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon on your way out.